Welcome to TNT Goes Boom, map 11. This is Warehouse Complex, and here we start in a truck. Let's open the door. We're going to go straight into this warehouse right in front of us. It is going to filled with some zombie men and shotgunners, some imps, maybe a chain gunner. Nothing too difficult. A couple of reasons. One is it just gives us a chance to grab some ammo and load up on our weapons, and also it will cause all the monsters to kind of, well, not every monster, but a lot of the monsters to kind of gather in front of the warehouse. And that could be dangerous sometimes, but in this case I'm doing it unintentionally because we can have them there and then we can, fight them more easily. So you might want to think about that as you're playing the game. Is the monsters generally tend to kind of move towards you with a sort of omniscient knowledge of where you are. And so sometimes you can use that to your advantage in order to hurt them. The other reason we want to do that is just because we can grab this. There's a lot of hit scan out there. We're going to grab this invisibility, and we're going to just basically rely on the chain gun to take down those hit scan. It's going to be our first priority. So we're going to run out here. We're going to grab this and this. And try not to get stuck. Grab the armor. There's a chain gunner up in that tower there. Let's take him out. There's a couple, when I say a couple, there's maybe 3 or 4 towers. There's a big one over there with a lot of guys in it. And there's one over here. Let's take this guy out too. And we'll just grab health on the way as necessary. We'll go around the corner here. Take out any other hit scanners that we see. None. Grab some bullets. Probably could have grabbed one of those health medipacks. I forget what they're called. The big ones. Okay, looks like all of the hit scan here is dead. So let's go here. And in these trucks is first a chainsaw, which we don't want, which we don't need, and a backpack, 2 backpacks, and a Baron with a blue key. We're gonna need to get in there eventually to get that blue key, but for right now, we'll just leave it. Fill up on health. Don't forget to grab the super shotgun that is right here, which for whatever reason I missed. The first time I played this map, I really did not see it. I was looking all over for the super shotgun and I didn't see it anywhere. Okay, that in the corner behind me is a plasma and a megasphere. And that is secret number 1, and we are going to get that in a little bit after we get the blue key. Okay, we're going to come back over here. We're going to just take out some of these. Hey, thank you very much. We're going to take out some of these buttholes. Because they're being real annoying. And what we're going to do is run around this way. Is anybody still alive? Oh, yeah, these guys are still alive up there. Okay, let's go kill this Hell Baron. And these killer tomatoes. And then we'll continue on. So this map is basically, map is basically inside this building here right in front of me is a giant warehouse, and that's kind of the gimmick of this map. The original TNT more or less had the same gimmick, but man, that was a really, really tedious warehouse to go through. And I really think that this remake did a really good job of keeping the original feel of the map, but at the same time just cranking down the tediousness level quite a lot. Makes it a lot more fun and exciting. The other was just kind of difficult to make your way through. It was kind of confusing. It was not really platforming per se, but just it was just hard to make your way through. It was really, really annoying. Didn't enjoy that, but I really enjoyed this one. Okay, let's go back to the beginning, and we're gonna get the secret here. We are kind of full up on health, but it's a bit of a waste, but whatever. Oh, and while we're at it, we might as well just grab some ammunition while we're out here. Go ahead and fill up on that. And you know what? I'm gonna go up to this first tower, and this is I forgot to get the blue key. So I'm gonna go here and grab this blue key from this truck where the Baron was. And now that I think about it, we're gonna go in here and we're gonna instigate a bit. We're gonna open this door, start some infighting, hopefully. Same thing here. So, hello, you guys fight with each other, you hate each other. Kind of do a little bit of damage while we can. It's certainly not necessary, but there are a lot of guys if you kind of go in, you're likely to get just caught up in a bunch of crossfire that you don't need. And since we have plenty of ammo, we're going to do this just with the shotgun. We're going to save the rockets for a couple of strategic points. One being a narrow space between some boxes that we can just quickly clear out with just shooting rockets down the hall. The other being when we get the red key and a parts file appears on the other end of the warehouse, and we want to kind of rush there and just blow him away as quickly as possible. But it's probably going to be a bunch of monsters in the way, and the rocket launcher, having such a high rate of fire, is a great way to clear out monsters that make space so that you can get to your friend the Archvile. Now, of course, the plasma is a great option for that as well, but there's going to be who was that? Oh, you're up there. You're a jerk. Okay. There's going to be a cyber demon at the end of the level, and we want to save the plasma for that big boy. Again, none of this is mandatory. It just is kind of me optimizing a bit. So, and it's one way of doing it. If you have a different way of doing it, I'd love to hear it in the comments. What's your strategy? How to approach this? So let's go ahead and grab the plasma and the megasphere now. So we're going to go up to this. We're going to do that, and we have to run. So let's do the SR50, the diagonal run, which increases our speed. I'm not 100% sure about this. I have a feeling, I kind of remember this being timed, but I might be just totally putting it on that. But in any case, there is a couple of friendly spider demons who show up, and as you may know from having watched my videos at this point, I consider fighting spider demons with a safety shotgun a matter of honor, and I do. All right, let's go back in, and before we do, what we want to do is grab this. What do you call it? These cool goggles, the night vision goggles. It just makes things a little bit easier. TNT. We're gonna go here, pick up this rocket launcher, and come around this corner. And be careful not to face rocket, which is what I almost did. And then blow these guys up. And then coming around here. Okay, now we're going to go up these boxes here to get to the red key. We're going to try to rush to get to the red key so that we have the benefit of the night vision goggles when our friend the Archvile appears. It's definitely not a necessity, but it makes things a little bit easier. And, well, if you're like me and you just can't do platforming, then you're not going to be able to do it. But anyways, we're going to run along these boxes, and this is also where the second secret is, which is a oh, hey, he saw me. He's on that stupid platform. Okay, that was cool. That was actually kind of cool. I was not expecting that. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. This is too much going on here. Okay. Okay, we're gonna fill up on our health and kill the rest of these monsters. As I mentioned, officially for UVmax, you don't need to kill lost souls. I'm not really sure why that custom came about, but if you look on the speedrunners, the people who are actually really good at doing UVmax runs, careful, these chain gunners, I always forget about them. They showed up, I think, when you grab the red key. They will often ignore the lost souls. However, me, partly because I'm not really speedrunning this, and I'm just kind of a completionist by nature. In my heart, I tend to want to kill the lost souls. Also, because I'm chatting a lot, I feel like they may come and bite me in the ass. Literally show up when I'm not paying attention. So I just want to get rid of them. Okay, we have killed all the monsters except 3. So the last 3 are going to be a Cyber Demon and 2 red guys. What's their names? The Barons of Hell. And so we're going to grab this armor, grab the health, and switch to the plasma. Actually, the first thing that's going to happen is I'm going to grab that. First thing, we're going to go up this platform here. This is where the right here to the left is the beginning of the map, and that was where we came out of the truck. So the Cyber Demon is going to come out of that wall there, and then I think there's 2 2 Barons are going to just come out when you open that door. So we're just going to just spray this guy. Generally, it takes about 190 shots, assuming that you land them all. It takes about 190 shots with the plasma to kill a Cyber Demon. Parademon moves pretty quickly, so unless you're right up in his face, it's likely that he's gonna waste your shot. So maybe it'll take a little bit more. But if you have about 200 plasma, you have enough to kill the Silver Demon. Okay, that's all kills and all secrets. Thanks for joining me. See you in the next map.